Hello everyone, Counterspell Hater here, back with another EDH guide. The fundraiser that I mentioned in the previous video is still going on. I will show you that really quickly. It is, come on, no, not this one. Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation for Childhood Cancer. They're doing the Million Mile 2022. I'll have the link. You aren't able to like click it to just get to the website. You'll probably have to copy and paste it into your search bar because I don't know how to properly link things. But my school is doing a charity with Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation for Childhood Cancer. For more information, just follow the link. All you have to do is copy and paste the link I give in the description into your search bar / browser bar and hit enter, and then it'll bring you here where you will find special events where the money goes, childhood cancer, about ALSF, getting involved, ways to give, donations, of course, registration, explore teams, um, for preparation for the mile, making impact during the Million Mile, and special programs and sponsorship for the Million Mile, such as like how does it work, how to log miles, view all 2022 teams, amplify your fundraiser, ideas for reaching our goals, getting your business involved. You can do that. Virtual half / full marathon on 9/24/2022. Special programs and sponsorship for the Million Mile, recognition programs, sponsors, become a sponsor, all that and more information will be waiting for you once you are brought to the link via just copy and pasting the link I have in the description into your search bar, because I cannot like actually full on link it. I'll figure that out later. I'm trying to get these videos out as soon as possible because a week from now, so next Wednesday, the fundraiser ends, and I want to have as many people try and donate because as a scout, it is my civic duty to help these people. But something like this, it takes more than just one person helping out. It takes a whole community of people. So I am reaching out to all of you. With that said, let's get through this commander quickly. I had to make this up on the fly. So it's gonna kind of look like last episode's commander, except it's gonna be blue, white, and black instead of white and black. It is Marneus Calgar with double strike. So as more and more tokens in our battlefield under our control, we draw cards. And for 6 generic, we can use our commander here to create 2/2 white Astartes warrior creature tokens with vigilance. I hope I pronounced that right. Let's get through this quick. So Vanguard Suppressor, the new squad mechanic, which has an additional cost to cast this spell, you may pay 2 generic any number of times. And when this creature enters the battlefield, create that many tokens that are copies of it. Think of it like replicate on a spell, except for a creature. And when Vanguard Suppressor deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So we also have Ultramarines Honor Guard to give other creatures we control +1/+1. And it stacks, so the more we pump into squad, the more buffed up our army will be. Epistolary Librarian? I have no idea. So when this attacks, we may cast a spell with mana value extra less from our hand without paying its mana cost, or excess the number of attacking creatures. So as we attack with more and more creatures throughout the turns, we're going to be able to cast more and more mana expensive stuff for free. Zephyrium. Also has squad, flying, vigilance 3/3, and miracle. Tesa Karlov to give our creature tokens vigilance and lifelink. Gene Stealer Patriarch. It can create tokens that are copies of our opponent's stuff. If that creature is to die and it had an infection counter on it that was given by Gen Stealer Patriarch. Uchulon. Its power is equal to the number of crabs, oozes, and/or horrors you control. However, at the beginning of your end step, exile up to one target creature card from an opponent's graveyard. If you do, you create a token that's a copy of Uchulun. So you create a token that's a copy of this creature. So we got some graveyard hate. Chasm Skulker is going to get bigger and bigger as we're drawing more and more cards because we draw cards whenever we create a token. And it doesn't have to be a creature token. It can just be any token we create. That's gonna draw us a card with our commander. So Chasm Skulker is gonna get bigger and bigger. Curiosity Crafter gives us no maximum hand size, which is nice. But also, whenever a creature token you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And Annotated Possession doubles up on our token creation. Devote and Invocation can give us a lot of 4/4 angels. Hero of Bladehold can buff up our entire army and give us make us tokens as it attacks. And those tokens will be attacking too. So our commander will trigger off and draws a card. Fallacy Reverent Medium creates some more tokens, draws some more cards. Tesa Envoy of Ghosts. Whenever creature you control deals combat damage to you. Whenever creature deals combat damage to you. It's not whenever creature you control deals combat damage to you. That would make no sense. But whenever creature deals combat damage to you, it is destroyed. Hopefully it doesn't have indestructible, in which case it won't be destroyed. But then you put out 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. So direct some attention away from us rather than towards us, hopefully. Olinda the Dusk Rose. So as more and more creatures die, whether it's our creatures or our opponents, Olinda is getting bigger and bigger. And when she inevitably finally dies, we create a bunch of 1/1 white vampire creature tokens equal to her power. Darian, King of Kajeldor, is a great counter against like mono red decks that just want to direct all damage to the face. So every time we're dealt damage, we create that many 1/1 white soldier creature tokens, thanks to Darian here. And we're going to draw cards because of it. Divine Visitation. Now all tokens we're creating are 4/4s with flying and vigilance. Cemetery Protector has some graveyard hate and can create some creature tokens as well. Odric Master Tactician could potentially decide the game because you're able to decide how creatures block, which means you can decide that they just don't block at all. As a way they can block, they just don't block at all. Or block no creatures. Am I wrong? Blade of Selves, great card to have. We'll create tokens as we attack. At least in like not a 1v1, but like 3-way or 4-way, definitely we'll create some tokens thanks to Myriad. Twilight Drover is in here for the same reason as it was in the previous commander deck shown. To grow bigger and bigger as more and more tokens leave the battlefield. More and more creature tokens, I should say. And for us to remove those counters that it gives itself, to put all that more 1/1 white spirit creature tokens out with flying. Crowded Crypt is going to get more and more corpse counters on it as more and more creatures we control die, and eventually we'll be able to sacrifice it for 6 mana total to hopefully get out like a bunch of 2/2 Black Summon creature tokens with Decayed. Until then, it's a mana rock and it's only 3, just like Curse of the Restless Dead here, which is a hardcore counter towards landfall decks. Anyways, where was I? Oh yes, Curse of the Restless Dead. So it's a hardcore counter to landfall decks. Because every time a land enters battlefield under the enchanted player's control, we create a 2/2. And since landfall decks like to get out a lot of lands within single turns and across the game, more than what you'd usually be able to, Curse of the Restless Dead can help us out a lot in that case. But if there's no like landfall players at the table or like people who are ramping out with lands, we can just attach this curse to ourselves. So every time we play a land, we get a zombie. Ethereal Investigator. Whenever we draw our second card each turn, we create a 1/1. Would highly recommend this card because it goes along with the commander perfectly. Just like Archmage Ascension. Don't know why I haven't put this in most like blue decks that draw a bunch of cards. Probably will be forever from now on, unless there's like better choices. Just so many choices you can make. That's like the beauty of Commander. There's like you've got a lot of freedom. But anyways, Archmage Ascension. So as we draw, if we drew 2 or more cards within a turn at the beginning of each end step, we would put a quest counter on Archmage Ascension. And as long as it has 6 or more counters on it, if we would draw a card, instead we can search our library for a card, put the card into our hand, and then shuffle. So suddenly our draws turn into tutors, which is crazy because we create a token. Archmage Ascension has 6 counters on it. Instead of drawing a card with our commander, we go search for something that's possibly busted, can end the game, or draw us more cards. Omnibus Seas is also a good card to have in this deck. Would highly recommend because you remove the 8 foreshadow counters you get from drawing cards. And then you create an 8/8 blue Kraken creature token. Not to mention this thing can cycle itself. But also it's 1 generic and a blue, so it's really cheap. So you can get foreshadow counters on this as early as like turn 3, hopefully. So, and as we're creating more and more tokens and drawing more and more cards, honestly, he's going to get more and more counters on it. And hopefully we'll be able to create many more 8/8s. Nadir Kraken. Whenever you draw a card, you may pay 1 generic. If you do, put a plus count on Nadir Kraken and create a 1/1 blue tentacle, creature token. So this is actually an infinite combo in here, because if we have our commander out, Marneus, Calgar, Nadir Kraken, and the next card, Ashnod's Altar. That is infinite mana, infinite plus counters for Nadir Kraken, and infinite 1/1s. So what we do is we draw a card, we pay the 1 for Nadir Kraken, we create a creature token. Our commander sees this and draws us a card. So what we can do now is we sacrifice the token we just created. We use 1 of the colorless mana produced by Ashnod's Altar, in that case, to pay for Nadir Kraken to buff it up again and create another blue tentacle creature token. And then it would trigger off our commander again. So this is infinite draw, not infinite 1/1s. although if you have annotated procession, which doubles up on your creature token creation, so you'd be creating 2 blue 1/1 creature token tentacle creature tokens every time you pay the 1 generic for Deer Kraken. So that could be infinite. Not to mention, as you add more and more pieces onto this, the combo gets better and better. You add Crowded Crypt, now that's infinite corpse counters for Crowded Crypt. You add Ominous Seas, that's infinite 8/8s, along with everything else. Archmage Ascension is just, well, I think that would actually interrupt the combo. Actually, it says you may search your library instead. So if you have something that can double up on your card draw, this could potentially also be infinite tutors as well. Let's see. Twilight Drover gets infinitely big. Let's also see. Oh, this could also be infinite 4/4s. Elenda, the Dusk Rose, gets infinitely big. Tesa, Envoy of Ghosts. No, not this one. That. But Chasm Skulker also gets infinitely big. But Tesa Karlov, because her first line of text says, if a creature dying causes a triggered ability of a parent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So now we're doubling up on those death triggers that we have. And of course, infinite draw with our commander. We add in Psychosis Crawler. Now that's infinite life loss for each of our opponents, so we can kill our opponents on the spot right there. Shabraz, the Sky Shark. We add this in. This will grow infinitely, and we'll gain infinite life from that. Benny Brock's Zoologist. It's still a good card, but it doesn't add to the infinite combo. However, at the beginning of each end step, if we create a token this turn, draw a card. But more importantly, there's Shieldred the Apocalypse, who will also gain us life as we draw cards. So if we add that to the infinite combo, it's also infinite life gain. Not to mention, having this in here means every time an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. So, and also as we're sacrificing our tokens, if we add in Eloise, Nephilia Saluth, that's infinite investigation triggers, which will actually also trigger off our commander, because it's whenever a token enters the battlefield under your control. And as we're sacrificing more and more of our tokens, if we don't have Archmage Ascension, we can Surveil. Companion Vengeance doesn't add to the infinite combo, but whenever creature you control attacks, defending player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Calculating Ledge, same thing, but as whenever creature attacks one of your opponents, that player loses 1 life, still good. Suture Priest, another way to add to the infinite combo that I'm talking about. The Kraken, the Nidir Kraken, Astronaut Altar, and Marneus, Calgar, our commander. The combo that involves our commander. Suture Priest, if we add this in, that's infinite life gain as well. And whenever creature enters battlefield under an opponent's control, we can have that player lose 1 life. Blood Artist is infinite drain if we add it to the combo. So is Bastion of Remembrance. Blight Mound is not infinite with that combo, but whenever non-token creature we control dies, we get a 1/1 black and green pest creature token that when it dies, we gain 1 life. However, if we add Butcher of Malakir into the combo, suddenly our opponents are going to find themselves creatureless. Open the Graves will only create us 2/2s whenever a non-token creature we control dies. So will Ogre Slumlord, except there'll be 1/1 black rat creature tokens. Ogre Slumlord also gives them Rat's Death Touch. Rat's weak control, Death Touch. Pitiless Plunderer, however, that's infinite mana if we add this to the combo, because whenever the creature you control dies, you create a colorless treasure artifact token that can be tapped and sacrificed to add 1 mana of your own color. So now it's infinite mana. Catharsis Crusade buffs up our board infinitely. Commissar Severna Rain could just end the game depending on how many tokens we have. And when we attack with him or it. So as we attack with more and more tokens and more creatures in general, our opponents are going to lose more and more life. Odric, Master Tactician. That was an accident. We could put Exquisite Blood in here in combination with Commissar Severna. My bad. Actually, I'll just. All right. I'll just fix this real quick. Come on, man. All right, there we go. Then we got Necromancer's Covenant for Graveyard Hate. Nomad's Assembly, create a bunch of tokens. Wingmate Rock, help us stay in the game. Isolated Watchtower, help with lands. Windrisk Kites is in here for the same reason as it is in this deck, because we're creating a whole bunch of tokens. Then we've got 16 basic plains cards, 16 basic swamps, and 16 basic islands. With that said, the end of this Commander guide starring Marneus, Calgar. If you enjoyed this EDH guide, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you to all 74 of you who are currently subscribed. Thanks for getting me back up there, and let's keep going up instead of going down. I'd like to see that. Just know that the support you guys show me, no matter what, will mean something to me. Shows me you care. Thank you a lot. But you can also show support to kids who are currently fighting off childhood cancer across the world by using the link in the description to go to the website, Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation for Childhood Cancer, the Million Mile 2022, and donate there and contribute to helping fight childhood cancer and find more ways to cure it. And all you just have to do is copy and paste the link into your search bar and hit enter, and you'll be there in no time. Be sure to comment on this video. I did not mention that at the beginning of the video, but be sure to comment on this video. If you want to make an EDH request, just let me know. But make sure it isn't the commander you want to see featured on this channel has not already been featured on this channel in a previous episode of mine. But if there's like a specific style I've not gone over, then you can make that EDH request too. So like Ramos Enchantments or Ramos Elementals or something like that. Just let me know. First come, first serve though. So get to the comments and get to typing. So you can make your EDH request and have it be first in order. I'll get to all of them eventually, of course. I promise. Oh, and besides that, comment anyways. I like the feedback from you guys, since it's mostly positive, so keep that trend going up. And share this video along with other videos found on my channel with other people, especially this one and my previous one, because those have the links so that you can help others and spread the word. like I said, week from now, the charity ends, and I want to help out as many people as possible and get as many people involved as possible. Because, as I said at the beginning of the video, as a Boy Scout, it is my civic duty to help others. But for something like this, it takes more than one of me to help a whole community, which is why I would like you to reach out and help. That'd be greatly appreciated. I know not only I will appreciate it, but those who are currently fighting childhood cancer would definitely appreciate you. So please copy and paste the link into your search bar and hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss another one of my videos. Sorry if this outro is taking too long. I will end it here.